Hello. To maintain continuity is a way to prove points by keeping on doing it, no matter what it is. So if that's the case, you just keep doing it, even though everyone tells you not to. What I'm doing, as we all know, or not know, people in the sex industry are not treated properly, and they are too on screen for certain things. Yeah, it's great, but what happens when they go home or they try and rent a place to live in, and then they're discriminated against because of their job? Fair enough, because a lot of the people are druggies and don't pay their bills, and they're crazy, and they're maniacs. I agree. But where do they live then? Right? So they have to hide. They hide. They can't say what they do for a living, but they have all this cash. So what do? They lie. They lie, and they go on with their lives and they do whatever, and then someone finds out. Oh no. If they find out, they could be kicked out of it where they're staying or whatever. That's an issue that we as sex industry workers have. It's a fact. It doesn't mean that we're bad people. I mean, sometimes we're stupid people, albeit because they're maniacs and whatever, or maybe they're bringing in the wrong types of people to their places, etc. But it still doesn't answer the question of what happens to them then. Where do they go? Who cares, right? Who cares? Well, that's what I'm trying to say. So who cares? I do. So I'm just telling people what happens to those people, even though on screen it's fun to watch and like, oh yeah, hot stuff and whatever, or the girl that you see, whatever, the guy that you see. What happens after though? Because you finish your session, they go on with the rest of their day. So what I'm doing, I am showing you guys, good and bad, hairy and fairy. And by the way, I just finished shooting a thing last night at like 3 or 4 in the morning. It's 6:38. I do this every day, by the way. I get up every a certain amount of hours and I check my traps, as I call them. That means I see where I am online, see that no one's followed me. That's about right. So if you don't know about any of this, that's fine. That's why I keep talking, because I don't know if you guys know this. Coca-Cola, back in the day, do you know how they got their brand out to all of you? So that you know what Coca-Cola is, or Pepsi. It's just, well, yeah, it's that fizzy drink from the 1917, 1918 it was invented. Yeah. Well, how do you think they started? Do you think they were just instantly, oh yeah, it's so great? No. You have to build a brand. You have to build continuity and maintain a constant in-your-face background, whatever it's called, advertising, marketing. So that's what I'm doing. Only tactile and naked most times, but hey man. That being said, so what I'm doing now, I'm trying to figure out the best way to go about not changing your mind, but how are you going to listen to me? How am I going to get your attention? The unknown audience. Also, I also get up certain times of the day because there's times where I feel better than others. Sometimes I can't get up at all, and so I miss this time, and you don't see it. That being said, I still do it later. Maybe you can do it while I'm feeling like shit and I'm not in a good place and I'm all yeah, that's never helpful to anybody, but it's real. If it's real, I don't know what to tell you. That's life. I'm not shiny all the time, and I'm showing that. I'm showing my work. I'm hoping that someone can see at some point that no matter what kind of goals you have, as long as you want to do them and you maintain them no matter what, there's no problems in lives. Even if you're a murderer, I know I use this example a lot, but it's true. They always, commit, and their conviction and they're driven to that goal, which albeit is a horrible one, but they do it. I'm not saying I'm a murderer. I'm saying If you have a goal, do it. And it doesn't happen overnight. You can do little goals, by the way. If you like, oh my God, what is she talking about? It's too much work. Oh no. Yeah. It's a lot to encompass to take over the world, I know. It still happens though. I don't know how to go about, I'm not going to sensationalize things. I'm not going to be a pity party. I'm telling people this is life for us. I had some suggestions like, well, if you did it in a bikini, that would be helpful. I'm like, oh yeah, really? That's thanks tips. No, that's the point. We have this face for you guys, yes, and gang girls. But what happens to the rest of the day? Because there's more time after we finish shooting, or sessions, or whatever. What do we do after? We live. I pay bills. Not everyone does, by the way. And I know that, so what? Why do why are we treated so poorly then? Like, you can't have, I love cake, I don't like that word. You can't eat the turkey dinner without the feeling crappy after. How's that? No? That's all I have right now. But anyways, so I'm up, I'm doing this, I'm maintaining online presence as I always do. To always be somewhere, even though annoying, in the background. Maybe all you see is, as many do, but good. Then you're like, oh God, there she was again, she won't shut up. Also, I'm doing this because, to those who are bullied, by the way, and trying to say something, and everyone's like, well, why are you bringing the drama here? We don't need that. Well, why are you talking about that? I'm like, because it's happening, so I'm allowed to. I don't know why I can't. That's it. I'm no apology. Also, I have like my 5-tier plan to recognize and be established as a person, one, in a sex industry worker, as well as be an example to said industry about how you can get to your goals, no matter what they are, if you keep doing it. Because follow through is a big issue for us as a group, because there is no follow through, rarely. Yeah, so that's one, that's two. 3, people are being bullied and hurt and put in this position in the first place. I understand the concept that people say things like, well, it serves you right. You knew what you were doing. Yeah, we do. But how did we get here? So then, 1, 2, 3, so I'm trying to show the back history of how we got here. I know, it's a lot. It's all in my head all the time, by the way. 4th was just to be annoying, basically, and let you know that I'm here. I do that quite well. And the 5th one is, ultimately, what my goals are to be recognized as like a demographic that's not listened to, not heard, not cared about, therefore disposable. Being disposable is not a nice feeling. It never is. Sucks. But I know what I got myself into. Actually, I do, because I left the industry. I came back because I out of necessity. And from December 24th until now, I took over Calgary. 1, they hate it. My co-workers don't like it. And 2, I'm proving a point to people. For one, was for spite, because I wanted to show, I'm going to show you how I am. And also, it's not an easy place to be doing this, and not be able to say anything about it is worse. That's barely my points. So there's times where I'm sounding like a freaking mental case, because I am. I'm also very driven, goal-oriented, and I hit my targets every fucking time. So I got nothing for you. Back when I was as a kid, I played sports, and I was really fucking awesome. Fucking the best in Canada. if that's the case, and I can do that goal, I'm doing this one. This fight, what I'm talking to you right now, this is not to make money. This is just to show an online record that this happens every day, good and bad. Yeah, I think that's all I have right now. I'm probably missing something like a key integral point, but yeah, you know what? I'm not perfect, and also I'm doing it off the cuff. There's no scripts here, right? Think about it. This is hard. It's not easy. Putting myself out there like a fucking moron. I know. I'm here. No one seems to get that. Do you know what you're doing? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do. I'm aware of it every day. And so will you.